from the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York City, it's the 16th Annual Daytime Emmy Awards. Starring Scott Thompson Baker, Peter Barton, Sharon Brown, Scott Bright, Jensen Buchanan, John Delancey, Justin Goki, James Goodwin, Lynn Hamilton, Anne Hayes, Michael E. Knight, Lawrence Law, Susan Lucci, Christina Melandro, A. Martinez, Robin Matson, Katie McLean, Joan Pringle, Renee Props, Kelly Rutherford, Vicki Lawrence Schultz, Nancy Sorrell, Arlene Sorkin, Christoph St. John, Melody Thomas Scott, Marcy Walker, Cassie Wesley, and Robert S. Wood. Ladies and gentlemen, from Santa Barbara, A. Martinez and Marcy Walker.
Thank you for joining us on the 16th Annual Daytime Emmy Awards. We're here to celebrate the top daytime shows and stars. And frankly, we're a little nervous because we're both nominees.
And we're not alone. This room is filled with nervous nominees hoping to hear their names after someone says, and the winner is. Is that true? That's true, isn't it? So why don't we relieve some of that tension right now? What do you say we do that?
Okay, we do that.
The first Emmy Award goes to the Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Dramatic Series. They are all women who represent daytime drama's very best. Here are the nominees.
And my dad, I don't mean to make him sound like a bad guy. He's not. I mean, I had to protect him, you see, because he didn't like himself enough to take care of himself. And I had to take care of him. He didn't mean to do the things that he did. He really didn't.
From Santa Barbara, Nancy Lee Guan.
You really want me to go?
No. No, what I really want is for you to look at me. To see me as I really am. To kiss me like you've never kissed any other woman. To make me forget that the man I married, the man who made me love him, threw it all away.
For thinking that
From Santa Barbara, Robin Matson.
And the winner is, winners, it's a tie. All My Children, Debbie Morgan. And Santa Barbara, Nancy Lee Guan.
Oh, boy. 1 minute, right? I would like to dedicate this award to a man that I feel is largely responsible for my being here today. I grew up in an environment where great successes, great achievements were not always within the realm of possibility. But at 16, this man cast me in a high school production of A Midsummer Night's Dream as the character of Puck. And at 16, I had wanted to be a teacher, get married, and have babies. But it was on that stage and through this man that I found I could have bigger dreams, bigger ambitions, and yes, they were within the realm of possibility. I thank you all, my children, and I thank you if you are watching Jim Mendenhall, and I also congratulate Nancy.
Well, I'm going to pick New World, NBC, you guys, Jill, Julie, Charlotte, all of you, the Academy, thank you, everyone. This is a really classy group of people, and I really love you guys a lot. I don't, for 1 minute, think I'm best supporting anything. Not one of us is more special than the other, clearly. We're all deserving of this. I got great advice from an acting teacher. The best thing he ever said to me was, you act with your heart. And I want to give this award to my family, and my mom and dad, and my sisters and brothers and nieces and nephews, because they have made my heart so big. I hopefully will be able to do this for a long time. Thank you very much.
Coming up, this year's Outstanding Supporting Actor, right after this message.
Sometimes it just doesn't pay to play a nice guy on the soaps because the juiciest roles are the guys with all the problems. In fact, the 4 nominees for Outstanding Supporting Actor play characters that include a drifter, a killer, a con man, and a cad.
And the riveting performances displayed by these actors are testimony to their outstanding talent. Here are the nominees.
Do you know how many times you sat me down and made me listen to that speech of yours? The one about you worked so hard to get where you...
It didn't work. I sleazed and I schemed and I've schemed myself right out of my career, okay? Wainwright is probably in my office right now, emptying at my desk and hanging Drake, so give me a break.
Is that what you're worried about? That poor man's Nancy Drew?
The woman is about to lower the boom on me. I thought maybe I would, like, get out with a little bit of my reputation left. You know, sneak out of town before they take away my parking pass.
How many times do I have to reassure you, Keith? Don't worry about Julia. She's all talk, no action.
The woman is not about to give up her crusade to crucify me, darling. Oh, come on. She thinks I'm guilty of Mason's death. She wants to see me publicly flogged.
From Santa Barbara, Justin Dees.
North. And the winner is... from Santa Barbara, Justin Dees.
Justin Dees couldn't be here, but he did want us to pass on this message. Aside from my work with Margaret and perhaps some baby pictures with Lisby, who together taught me all I know about acting, I'd like to thank Robin, the fabulous crew, the wonderful staff for providing me with my happiest moments in front of the camera. Congratulations, Justin.
Thank you.
Some of the most challenging characters on daytime drama are played by youngsters. Not only must they cope with the everyday problems of growing up, but they also have to deal with the complex problems of their roles.
It takes a special young actor to temper credibility with sensitivity. And those are the talents shared by our 3 nominees for Outstanding Juvenile Male.
Oh, Pat? I'm Gina Capwell.
My mom's been through everything. Marriage, divorce, remarriage, divorce, murder attempts, trials, and other tribulations.
So nice.
But she's never been through something like this.
So much. Yes,
And it's all catching up with her. Frankly, she's scared to death.
And from Santa Barbara, Justin Goki.
And the winner is... from Santa Barbara, Justin Goki.
Thank you very much. First off, I would like to thank Ron Mattson and the great cast and crew and everyone upstairs in the office at Santa Barbara. And I would also like to thank my mom and dad and everyone in the audience and all the fans of Santa Barbara. Thanks a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Santa Barbara, Justin Gokey and Robin Mattson.
You know, you don't have to be a kid like Justin to appreciate the value of a good cartoon. I can't tell you how many Saturday mornings to this day I've sat in front of my TV watching them.
Learning all sorts of things from those weird little animals.
Yeah, like comedic timing, funny voices, double takes, pratfalls. All for my acting, of course.
Of course. But Robin, children everywhere do learn important lessons about life in cartoons.
That's true. Because beneath the animated fun and frolic are the lessons that help us all to grow up. And this year, 5 of these programs have been nominated for an Emmy.
And the winner is The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Thank you. Nothing can happen in the world of daytime drama without the writers. Every event from major catastrophes to subtle plot twists stems from their fertile imaginations.
But what's truly amazing is that the writers control the very lives and destinies of the hundreds of characters who populate the soap opera world. So remember, when it comes down to who's really pulling all those strings, it isn't Lucinda, it isn't Palmer, and it isn't Victor. It's the writers. And here are those writers who have been recognized for their outstanding contributions.
It's a long way down. But you don't have to go. You have a choice. You can stay and see this thing through, or you can fall. What are you talking about? You're not making any sense. I don't know it. The past, Solita. Look, I know you're enjoying this, but would you please just... I know you're terrified. I've felt that more than once in my life. It's like you're hanging on by your fingernails. And sometimes it seems just easier to let go. You would love that movie. This isn't about me. It would solve all your problems. Giving in doesn't do anything for anybody. Least of all yourself. Go to hell, Reva. Just go to hell.
I'm trying my damnedest to understand this and not fall apart. You say that you didn't want to tell me about this baby before you went to Greece because you were afraid that I would feel obligated to leave Barbara, yes? Yes. When you came back and you saw how happy Barbara and I were, how solid our marriage was, why didn't you tell me then?
Because you were so happy. I didn't want to ruin it.
Oh, so your concern for my happiness stopped you from telling me that I had a son, my own flesh and blood?
It would have complicated things for you and Barbara.
And you didn't think that living a lie for the rest of your life would complicate things? Didn't you ever have any second thoughts about that?
Yes, I could have second thoughts every minute of every day. I'd see you holding Adam, and all I want to do is just blurt out the truth.
But you didn't.
No, I didn't. You and Barbara kept talking about having a child of your own, and Tom loves Adam like he was his own son.
But he is not Tom's son, Margot. He is my son.
I mean, it's secret. I am not going to become a victim of a youth-oriented culture.
Now, that's more like it.
Right. I mean, a lot of cultures love old age. I mean, I certainly do. Damn it, I'm proud of it. In fact, what is that commercial? You know, the prime time. I'm not getting older.
I'm getting better. Right. Don't you forget that.
Cass.
Yes?
I'm going to be 40 years old.
Oh, you're wonderful. Get out.
Is that a preview of your vows?
I've got things to do. I've got Samantha and me to dress. I've got fingernails to bite. And what will the neighbors think when they see you here with me on our wedding day?
They already think we're trash.
Do me a favor. Run an errand. To Mrs. Cobb, these are things that she'll need for Samantha and the house while we're away.
Milk, butter, ground beef. Poor child's going to have a pacemaker by the time she takes her first communion.
Go, light of my life.
Yes. Jewel of my belly button.
Don't be nervous. Worm in my rose bush.
I won't. Stone in my loafer. And I'll leave the back way so the neighbors don't get suspicious. Oh, one more thing, sweet little fly in my vichyssoise. Say goodbye to the rowdy bachelor you once knew.
Goodbye. Noose around my neck.
And the winners are the writing team from Santa Barbara.
An Emmy is the sum of many parts. For all those wonderful parts, our friends and our colleagues, my thanks and our thanks.
I get to do the names. We'd like to thank our executive producer, Jill Phelps, Steve Kent, Charlotte Savitz, all the other producers. A wonderful cast, the best in the business that bring our words to life every single day. And to the other writers who are not on the stage, who contributed this year but did not qualify, thank you. And to New World Television and NBC for sticking with us through the tough times and making this possible. Thank you very much.
A personal tribute to another world's Douglas Watson in just a moment.
The characters portrayed by the 5 outstanding actor nominees are all men of immense power. As they stand firmly at the center of their own worlds, no one can escape their grandiose schemes or their fondest dreams.
And nothing can escape the fact that the actors who play them are 5 of the most skillful talents on daytime television. Here are the nominees.
I'll explain the situation. I know you didn't just pop up out of some ditch. I'm sure your story has a very interesting beginning, and I'm going to find out what it is. I'm going to find out everything there is to know about you. That's my job, and I'm good at it. I'm going to dig up every nasty little detail of your life, and I'm going to stack them up around you higher and higher like a wall till you won't be able to see or breathe. I'm going to hurt you bad. Unless you save yourself the pain by talking.
From Santa Barbara, A. Martinez.
Here we go. And the winner is, from All My Children, David Canary.
The 4 women nominated for Outstanding Actress all portray strong-minded ladies who use their brains along with their beauty to get what they want. And that usually involves taking matters into their own hands.
Even though the final outcome of this award lies in the Academy's hands, each actress has already won us over with her gripping performances like these.
I can't make any progress. I beat my head against the wall. I get nowhere, for God's sake. You think I'm mad? Yes, I'm angry. It makes me angry.
You don't have to go to sleep every night and have nightmares about him. You know what I do? I try to live my day, go through my day, try to understand what I'm feeling, try to get some sort of grip on it, so you and I, we can have some sort of a life together. How dare you do this to me? How dare you just give up? I was the one that was raped, not you.
From Santa Barbara, Marcy Walker.
And the winner is, from Santa Barbara, Marcy Walker.
Oh my God. Oh, thank you. First, because I never had the opportunity to do so, I would really love to thank the people that I worked with on all my children. They taught me about respect for your fellow actor and integrity in the work, and I really thank each and every one of you, because I never would have admired or understood to admire the people I work with every day on Santa Barbara. They are generous and giving, and I admire and respect them. Thank you, Jed Allen, Judith McConnell, and A. Martinez. You are brilliant. And I love working with you, to our directors and NBC and New World. And Stefan, I love you. You've taught me we can have joy and laughter and a son who sleeps through the night. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, this year's winners for Outstanding Actor and Actress in a Drama, David Canary and Marcy Walker.
I can't tell you how glad I am that waiting for the award for Outstanding Actor and Actress is over, and I guess we won. And now the award that everyone's been holding their breath about, this year's Outstanding Daytime Drama.
We're so fortunate to be a part of daytime drama because these shows tell us what life is really all about. I believe that. They can make us laugh one minute and cry the next. That's true. They can thrill us, confuse us, open our hearts, bare our souls. There's just nothing like them on television. And this year's 6 nominees offer us the very best in this outstanding form.
All my children. As the World Turns, CBS. General Hospital, ABC. Guiding Light, CBS. Santa Barbara, NBC. The Young and the Restless, CBS.
And the winner is Santa Barbara.
5 years ago, Santa Barbara was born, and against all odds, we're still here, and here we are again. When you do what many of us in this room do, when you create an hour of dramatic television every single day, you realize how dependent you become on the talent, the friendship, and the human spirit of the people with whom you work. We are a family at Santa Barbara. We spend almost every waking minute with one another. We share our deepest thoughts, our dreams. We love each other dearly. We fight, we create, we work, and we put together, incredibly enough, 1 hour of dramatic television every day, 5 days a week, 52 weeks a year, with weekends in the middle so that we can think up, write, read, rewrite, reread, and learn the next script, the next plot twist, the next story. That's why moments like this mean so much to us, because among other wonderful things, they give us the opportunity to deeply appreciate and acknowledge all of the phenomenally talented people who make Santa Barbara happen. I want to thank my friends and colleagues who are standing here with me now, the producers of Santa Barbara, Steve Kent, Julie Hannon-Carruthers, Charlotte Savitz, Len Friedlander, our associate producers, Jeff Lerner and Eric Previn, an exceptionally imaginative and superb writing team headed by Chuck Pratt Jr., 3 magnificent directors, Michael Gliona, Rick Benowitz, and Robert Schiller. Production team at Studio 11 in Burbank, California, hard-working men and women, talented, dedicated technicians, creative designers, music composers, casting directors, office staff. Our friends at NBC, Brian Franz, Susan Lee, Libby Beers, Jeff Klein, Jackie Smith, thank you for giving us the freedom to take risks. New World Television, thank you for the support, especially Jerry Ament and John Feldheimer. And finally, this group sitting here, these actors, everybody says they have the best actors in the world. Who else works with A. Martinez and Judith McConnell and Jed Allen and Marcy Walker and all of you wonderful people? You are the best that there is in the world. Thank you. I want to thank my family, Robert and Courtney. I love you. And all our families, thank you very much.
The 16th Annual Daytime Emmy Awards.